When it comes to the subcompact 2015 Chevrolet Sonic, a bit of memory loss will serve you well. This American-built small sedan and hatchback are very bit as appealing as anything from the import brands that have dominated this segment for years. In fact, the Sonic is good enough to make you forget all of the Chevy small models like the seriously subpar Aveo that came before it. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2015 Chevrolet Sonic LT. Now our LT model is pretty well equipped here. It comes with full power accessories, a touchscreen radio, as well as a rear view camera. Now the rear view camera is optional on the Sonic. Now as far as styling goes on the vehicle, I think it's very distinctive looking, and especially with the headlight design, the motorcycle styled headlight design, and you'll see that on the interior as well. It mimics the exterior design, but overall I think it looks pretty good. Now here's the key fob design for the Sonic. As you can see, it's a pretty premium looking key fob design. It is a switchblade key too. And you do have your unlock, your lock to release your trunk, and then you also do have remote engine start and then your panic button right here too. Now it is a ashen gray metallic exterior with a full-on gray cloth interior. Full manual driver's seat adjustments, of course. Now when you step on into the vehicle here, it has a fairly low step-in height, and you're really greeted with a very stylish cabin design here. Very distinctive looking gauges as well, that kind of mimics the exterior. Very nice. Now coming to your transmission, you have a 6-speed automatic with a manual mode. Like I said, you do have a rear view camera, which is an option on the Sonic, and it does have guidance lines too. And let's go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. And let's go ahead and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Halogen headlights with halogen daytime running lights. Pretty bold looking front end here. I really do love the front end of the Sonic. However, it could use some LED daytime running lights for a more premium presence. Now under the hood you have a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo powertrain. This is the optional powertrain you can get on the Sonic. Now your base powertrain is going to be a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder. Now you're looking for this powertrain at 138 horses at 4,900 RPM and 148 pound-feet of torque at 2,500 RPM. With EPA estimates of an okay 27 in the city and 37 on the highway. It's a pretty powerful powertrain with the amount of torque it has. It's very peppy with decent fuel mileage. If you're going to get the Sonic, this is the powertrain you will want to opt for. Now trims of the Chevrolet Sonic sedan only starts at the LS trim, which starts at $14,170. Then you have the LT trim, which starts at $15,780. The LTZ, which starts at $17,390. And then the RS, which starts at $19,705. Now competitors of the Sonic are the cars in the subcompact class. You have the Toyota Yaris, the Nissan Versa, the Kia Rio, the Honda Fit, the Mazda 2. It's a pretty crowded segment. Now EPA estimates, like I said, are 27 in the city and 37 on the highway. Total vehicle price for this particular one is $19,170. You also do have your turbo badging on the back right here. Power windows, power mirrors, and your power door locks. Chrome door handles too. Armrest is actually hard to the touch, as well as the mid door panel and upper door panel, of course. And let's go ahead and rev it up. Very nice. Now, as far as build quality and materials go inside of this vehicle here, materials are pretty average for the class. Lots of hard plastics abound everywhere. That's to be expected when you buy this type of car. This is not a luxury car here. Now, build quality is average for the class as well. There are some panel gaps inside of this interior here. However, for the most part, it is okay in terms of build quality, but materials, of course, can be better. And I am lacking a center console, but however, at least I do get an armrest. Now, coming to your steering wheel design here, pretty typical GM type of steering wheel here. Of course, you have your cruise control buttons on the side right here, and then over here you have your steering wheel mounted audio controls and your voice recognition, but pretty standard GM wheel here, nothing too special about it. However, the steering wheel rim, I like the steering wheel rim. It feels pretty nice in my hands. It's not too thick or too thin. Now, coming to your center stack controls, pretty logically laid out here, of course, what you would expect from a subcompact commuter car here. You have your fan speeds right here, different zones, and your different temperatures. But the controls do feel kind of clunky, I have to say. But overall, it's very simple and very easy to use, very user-friendly, of course, very simple controls. Now you do have a little storage cubby right there, and then right there you have your power outlet, and then your trunk release, and then your traction control off is right there. And then you also do have two cup holders right there, and another cup holder right there. Coming up here, you do have OnStar, of course, your interior illumination lighting. Now, coming to your main head unit here, you have Chevrolet's MyLink system, and it works pretty well. I love the responsiveness, as well as the best part is the rendering of the touchscreen. Given the price point of this car, and that it's not a luxury premium vehicle, and I think this head unit is just great. Then coming to your home button, you have your audio, your picture and your movie, your telephone, and then your smartphone link, and then your settings. But as you can see, it looks very great. Like, I just love the rendering of it, and it's very crisp and clear. You have your volume button right there. Now, coming to your audio, you have XM satellite radio, your AM, FM, of course, your Bluetooth streaming audio. You also do have a USB port, and then your auxiliary input too. And then here's how to turn it on and off. And then if you turn it off, it'll display your digital clock, and then the date, and then the exterior temperature readout too. Coming to your picture and movie, you have to have a device connected. And then, of course, going to your telephone, you have to have your telephone connected. Then coming to your smartphone link, you can access various apps through your data connection on your smartphone, like Pandora, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. And then you also do have 4G LTE in this car, Wi-Fi. And then you have your radio settings, connection settings, vehicle settings, language, all sorts of settings that you can change. But I love how quick and responsive it is. Love this system. Now, on the road, the 2015 Sonic feels more solid and refined than other subcompact sedans and hatchbacks. Similar to European cars like the VW Golf, it handles well around turns, yet it also rides well enough that long road trips are a viable proposition. And it also has pretty nicely weighted steering that completes the overall package. Now, with both of the available engines, they offer decent performance. The turbocharged 1.4 liter feels more lively and provides useful power for merging and passing maneuvers. The fact that it also delivers better fuel economy makes it even easier to justify the extra upfront expense. Now, coming to your gauges here, you have a digital speedometer right there. And I really like them a lot because they're very unique and very distinctive. I've never seen these kind of gauges in any other car before. I love them a lot. And then you have your RPM gauge right there. And then right there you have your fuel range, and then also you have your odometer, trip odometer, and then also your fuel gauge too right there. So overall it's pretty basic, and then these set of lights right here is all your warning lights, and up here too. Now coming down here you have a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Nice range of adjustment with the telescoping. The tilting is not that great, however. It can use more adjustment. Now, as far as visibility goes, it's pretty good, I have to say. There's a decent amount of glass area on the front windows. Outward visibility is also pretty decent too. Back there, it's also pretty decent as well. There's a decent amount of glass area, and there's no sloping roof line. Now, coming to the seats are also pretty comfortable too. Lots of side bolstering. Thigh support is also pretty good as well. Alrighty. So overall, it's a pretty neat little package here. I also love how the air vents are styled. Very unique looking. Alright. Let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the car. Now, to pull the seats down, all you do is just pull this right here, and then it comes right down. It's very easy to do. Of course, build quality and materials do follow through in the rear here. Now, sitting back here, it's not too shabby, I have to say. At least you do have a cup holder back here, and then you also do have a single map pocket. But, of course, if you're looking for more room, you're definitely going to want to step up to Chevrolet's larger sedan, in the compact car segment, the Chevrolet Cruze. It's definitely going to be more roomier on the interior. Alright. Generous amount of cargo capacity for a subcompact. The rear seats also do fold down to maximize cargo room. However, if you're looking for more versatility, you're definitely going to want to step up to the hatchback. Full manual passenger seat. Now, you also do have a nice range of storage inside of this cabin here. You have that cubby right there, and that cubby too. And then this is where you will find your USB port and your auxiliary input. And you also do have your glove box right there. Alright. So the 2015 Chevrolet Sonic is one of my top picks for a subcompact sedan or hatchback thanks to its blend of power, comfort, and feature availability. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.